All right, doing a little maintenance on this little strip here, and everything along this wall is kind of like dead. This side too. Yeah, it has to do with the walls. However, I actually think it also has to do with the lawn guys because I always notice the parts where, of course, he's weed whacking. He weed whacks down too low, and it does cause an issue. This particular soil is very compacted, so I have to use the pitchfork in order to kind of break it up, put some seed in there. Hopefully it drop down the holes. Also use the rake here already. You got to use the metal rake to get up against the tough stuff. These things do work very well. The old school. I usually do put dirt and try to level this, like the pitch, but it seems to just go through the wall, which isn't good either. But for whatever reason, I have built it up though over the years quite a bit. These were a lot lower. I got to fix this part here, and you see there, and it's always come, when it starts to get really warm. Obviously, it's not retained the water very well, and it's compacted, so I did use the pitchfork over here in this section quite a lot too. I am going to use some more soil in these areas. I put down the seed. Sometimes I think the fresh soil also does help somewhat. Now the thing is, I can feel this thing is super compacted. Most likely there's a lot of rocks under here. I didn't build the wall. It was here when I bought the house, but that's probably what it is. I can only go down so far. And this, I'm not digging this thing up. Every time in this particular area, when you go down, you find rock. Now you see the difference there. It goes down a lot further. But if I try to go over here in this section, yeah, look, that's it. Nah, it feels like a half inch almost. It's bad. But let's see what I could do. Yeah, it's compacted here. So what I do is I like to go around and kind of you could kind of almost tell the spots that are bad in a sense. Just do your due diligence and stick it in there, stick that pitchfork in there and try to create some holes for some seeds to drop down, and also water. And then the other thing is too with the pitchfork, what you want to do is go like this. Yeah, it's compacted there too. Not even good enough. Here also, yeah, this whole area. You wiggle back and forth and kind of raise up the soil a little bit, kind of just free it up. So this part may need some soapy water sort of thing to kind of break this up more so. So now did this section, what I'm doing is I do throw some on the top also, because what's going to happen is I'm going to water this thing. And I kind of feel like I like to mix them up, bottom, top, create my holes. It's just dry in this section. The other thing is I had sprayed over here a lot of weeds, clovers, so these were also sections where that stuff was. The other thing is too, the soil underneath, it's probably falling down, not much I could do. Probably gonna have to get another bag for this section. It's just very, the funny thing is, it's not compacted here at all. And it should be. I've thrown a lot of soil in this area. What I do want to do is I'm going to run the hose, see if everything's just kind of flowing into these holes, flowing down. That's the problem with living on the slope, hills, trying to do this stuff. It also sucks when you have to do the lawnmower in here. But that's why I got those landscaping guys to do it. Yeah, I see a little bit of stuff in there that needs to die. The grass just looks weak over here. We're still in April, so I know come June, this thing is fried. It's going to look like my neighbor's yard over there with their stupid grass. But their grass doesn't need a lot of water. I forget what that thing's called. Yeah, the grass over there they don't have to water it as much, but mine in the winter is super green. You know, probably the easiest thing to do would be, of course, to get turf or cement.